Look at all that gear back here. It's 3 bags worth. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday the 31st. Happy Spook Day, everybody. It's Halloween. We'll get there in a little bit because it's pretty much a normal Monday starting off for me. The glass is so clean it almost looked like it wasn't there for a second. It startled me. Oh god, not now. My plan is just kind of to go to the train station, take whatever train I can get on. I've got plenty of time. I feel like I'm in any desperate call to get on the train because I'm scheduled for the 35. Take the 57. I've proven that I can take even the 822, so I can literally take the train in an hour. So I'm just really going to show up and hop on a train, and we'll see what happens. Because anything can be good. I just don't want to take this train that's coming right now, the 718. That's the only thing I want to avoid. Simply for the fact that the 718 is very, very crowded always. So we're not going to take that one. We're going to either get on the 724, probably. We'll probably make the 724, but I'm really just aiming for that 35. But the 724 is okay because it expresses to Cornwallis Heights and then just does local, so I can find seat and actually have place for gear and whatnot. But I'm okay with anything at this point because I just really want to get downtown, get shit done. I'm tired. It's really probably not the best idea for me to go from being up to 3 o'clock in the morning one night to having to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning the next day. But that's just what happens because I'm up late working on things. Not much I can do when I'm used to having a late flip switch. Because tomorrow night I have class until 9:20 at night. Schedule's all over the place. Though it's not as demanding as next quarter's. Next quarter's is going to be a little bit ridiculous. So we're all along that line. So that's the way it'll be. But I will have days to recover from that. So whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm off to go take the train this morning, as I do most mornings when I go to school. It's a nice view out early in the morning. This is a weird time to be doing this. It's all like Twilight vlogging. It's all silhouetted out. It's really neat. It's actually getting some nice views of the exact same thing that you see every day, just about. But just because of the way the sun is, it's like actually a magic hour, basically. Just about. Because there is a morning magic hour. It's not as prominent as evening magic hour, but it's still really nice. But look at that giant cloud. I don't think it's actually supposed to rain today, but I could obviously be mistaken judging by the size of that giant cloud. But, whatever. I didn't stay up very long last night after I finished the thing, even though that was already very late last night. I just pretty much just assembled all the footage and left. Because it's all in my computer. It's all ready for me to edit. I actually did a preliminary edit, so I'm just have to kind of go in and really comb through and cut the crap, because right now it's a half an hour long. Basically, it's like 27 minutes or something ridiculous like that, just because of all of the footage that I'm using for experimental film. So I don't know how much of that I want to keep, because a lot of it is really nice footage, but I need to cut some of it down. Especially because a lot of it did get used in that experimental film, so if you watched that when I gave you those links yesterday, that's a little bit redundant in terms of footage. I love it when people always get dropped off right in the middle of that, so that they block all the traffic. Well, the shuttle buses are behind us. So how are we going to know where to park? Yeah, because no way this lot's going to be full now at this time. So you can just go find a parking spot, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut you off here, as much as it's been fun driving in Twilight, listening to my heater try to slowly warm up the glass. Alright, please park. I'm gonna go park myself, and so I don't want to park up here because I'd rather park later in the lot so that I actually have a chance of remembering that I didn't park super early in the lot, and we'll go from there. Look at that giant puddle thing. Alright, 2 park, 2 train station. Oh, there goes the 18. Yeah, so I'll be on the 24 pretty easily.
Did you shave your head specifically for this?
At first, I had no idea what I was gonna do, but then I realized that if I cut too close, like I'd be like legit bald for a while. So I was like, you know what? I haven't crossplayed at all in my entire being on this earth. So why don't I go as 11 this time? And then,
Like super casual, bro 11.
super casual bro 11. Let the record show.
We need to take a selfie together because that would be so funny.
No lie, I have waffles in my pocket right now.
You have what?
Waffles.
You do?
I do.
That's amazing.
1 second. It's over here.
Wait, Nock, you need to take this picture.
I know.
I am. 30 of them a second.
He's 11.
I stole these from the grocery store, aka Ophir.
Ophir is a grocery store?
Ophir is a grocery
Here's
store.
today. Here we go. There. Fortunately, this one's like stuck to it. Whatever. Waffle.
All right. Satisfied?
Nice.
That's great.
That is fantastic.
What is this reference?
So, what do you think of my corn costume?
It's kind of great. I can understand why you don't want to wear it around outside though, because it looks like it's very cold and it would scar a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. Also, there's a lot of people who probably wouldn't be a big fan of this, but I'm pretty pleased with it. It makes weird noises when I walk around. I'm corn.
I'm sorry, I was just kind of like, it's a sexy corn costume and it's great because corn rhymes with porn.
Well, I guess it's time to sit here in the car and wait for this thing to defrost so that I can actually see where it is I shall be going. Because it is now, oh god, that's just blowing cold air. That's not going to solve anything. So yeah, we're just going to need to sit here and wait a little bit for the defog to happen. But happy Halloween, everybody. It is now 9:39 at night. I just got off that 9 o'clock train. Oh, there we go. It is starting a little bit. Let's crank it up, see if we can get it to go a little bit faster. And then we'll turn it back down a little bit so that you guys can actually hear me when I start driving. But yes, hello and welcome to Halloween. We are going to be actually not doing that much. But apparently it's really cold outside because the stupid thing keeps fogging up and it's only getting worse as far as I can tell. Oh boy. But anyway, it was actually, other than me being in a costume for most of my classes, alright, you're disappearing now, Fog. I can actually drive and you're going to stay that way. Sounds good. Let me actually turn my headlights on so that, I can actually see where it is I am going. But I spent all of experimental and most of screenplay story in costume. So, whatever. It is what it is. I kind of enjoyed it. It was fun while it lasted. Just I like having fun with it. I just tried to enjoy my Halloween a little bit. I am Corn, or at least was when I was in costume. But now, it is off to go home because it is fairly late at night, but more importantly, I am tired just because it has been a long day. Because in addition to the typical Monday class, I also tacked on the production workshop meeting, so I was the representative from sound for that, and I had to stay for that meeting, so that of course lasted until 8. But now I am back here in my car heading slowly but surely, even though not actually that slowly, back towards home, where I can choose to do things at home that are related to relaxing and sleeping, just because it's late at night and I am a tired turkey. We are gonna go the fuck to sleep. Let's be real. But I'm gonna stop for food on the way home somewhere because my family got out, and I was like, I'll just get it myself when I get home, so this way it's not just sitting there for hours, because they got it like 3 hours ago, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. We will go a different way home, so I can, I don't know, do something different for once. And by different way home, I mean, oh my god, I'm gonna go up an extra exit for no apparent reason. Oh god, what am I doing? I'm changing everything. It's totally different than every other vlog day just because I did one stupid thing. Gotta change it up somehow. But, yeah. So, decently simple day overall. I apparently need an allergy pill because my throat is going to start murdering my face. But, you know, that's what happens in fall. Anyway, as you probably noticed by the fact that it's Halloween, today is the last day of October, which means tomorrow is the first day of November, because that's how months work. In case you were new to the whole month system, one month ends and another one begins. That's just simply what happens. This is the last day in October, and not that the November transition means anything exactly anyway, other than the fact that, you know, I had to do a whole bunch of work to change all the slates and things, but that's not here nor there for you guys, because the next vlog you say is going to say, November one way or the other. But the annoying thing about November is that the days are no longer going to match in terms of the actual date versus the day number, but whatever. It is what it is. It was nice for the 2 months while it lasted, but it has to come to an end at some point because months are 31 days long. Sometimes. But November's a cool month, and now November remains as the only month I have not vlogged on, because I have not yet vlogged on November. Have I ever shown this at night? This is by the Franklin Mills Mall. That's what that is over there. Also, it's going to be interesting to look over there just because of the fact that they changed the things to say mall entry now instead of being their formerly colored Franklin Mills entrances. They revised all of them in the front to say like Philadelphia Mills or whatever it is. They literally just say mall entry now instead of Franklin Mills, which is sad and amusing because the old mall entrances look so much nicer than the new ones because it's all modern and shit, which is fine, but they actually had style to them. Like, what the fuck? Why would they do this? Why? Why, he says, going through. Well, you know, it's kind of funny because I'm coming up on this area over here to my right. Well, not quite yet, but right after the Sam's Club, which, going on now 5 years ago was actually the first place I ever practiced driving. See that little lot over here to the side? Yeah, that's actually the first place that I ever practiced driving over here. This area over here, back here, past that slippery when wet sign. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see because that certainly does not feel like 5 years ago, to be completely and totally honest. But, it is. That is actually 5 years ago. I got my license, or not my license, my permit, 2 days after I turned 16. So yeah, that'll basically be a month ago or a month less than 5 years ago from 2 days ago. That didn't make any sense, but basically 5 years. We're gonna go this way because why the fuck not? Why not just have a little driving fun today? Because I liked driving around last time, and this time is apparently going to be no different. of interesting. I just really like this. But we shall, is this it? Is this where we want to make the turn? I believe so. No, not quite. One more. Then we'll get another turn. Dunks Ferry Road. That is indeed where we want to be. I've never shown this road off at all. I'm not quite certain, but this road, oh god, that heat needs to be cranked down. That is far too much heat for me, especially because I still have the sweatshirt on, the little hoodie. But my bus actually used to take this road when I used to take the school bus. As you can see, we've kind of ventured off into the dark middle of the Bensalem wilderness, where we might see wild, old, rich people, because, you know, that's who lives in this part of Bensalem. So we will try to escape from here as quickly and efficiently as possible by utilizing the main road up here. And if we go up to this light, we will be able to make a right turn, and then we will be back on 513, which is a derivative of 13, which is the road I usually take to go home. So we're coming pretty much full circle here, and it's actually really nice. Oh, I also did that equipment return this morning. The one with the Nomad and the lobs and all of the things I had this weekend. So that went fine, and it was really a nice weight off my shoulders, quite literally, to actually have that, to be able to return that. And not have to continue hauling it back and forth on trains all day, every day. Should we make the turn? Nobody coming. Let's do it. Yay for right turns on red. Woo! What else did I do today? Today has been kind of interesting. You saw that little vlog thing where I had the costume on at one point. Because I had the costume on at one point and wanted to show it off on the vlog, and didn't quite get a chance to do it early, but you know, whatever, who really cares? But yeah, my screenplay for story development, the little thing I wrote yesterday, which I'll leave a link to in the description. It's a little thing based on the production workshop incident that happened recently. If you are not involved and would like to read it, it shall be down in the description, a link to it on Drive. It's not going to make a lot of sense if you're not from Drexel, because I haven't explained the production workshop incident yet, because I don't want to get it wrong and I don't know all of the details. So I don't think I have it. Long story short, someone stole a screenplay from Sundance and got made. So yeah, took a shot at that. People found it amusing. My screenwriting professor had no idea what I was doing. He hadn't heard about it, the incident at all. But it went over pretty well. I guess, you know, actually writing the little things that I write every once in a while actually did wind up helping me, you know, hold things together. So I think I actually should be doing pretty decently on this. Now, next week for screenplay development, I actually have to have another beat sheet completely put together so that I can continue and pitch my next movie that I'm going to be doing for story development, because another pitch is in store. Experimental is basically wrapping, because our next thing is not another project next week, but our final project, which is a rough cut, is due week 9, final is due week 10. So that's coming to a close. Tomorrow is, for all I know, a pretty typical Tuesday. It's what's the name of that class that I always have to take? It's art history, producing for features, and film, voice, and style. Not in that order, because I mixed up film, voice, and style and producing for features, because I'm glorious. Now, if you will notice, we have come full circle at this point to the area where indeed we would have gotten off the road, because that is indeed where I normally make the right turn, and that is where I was minutes ago, down there. I am going to stop at a fast food place along the way so that I can actually have something to eat today. And I might just cut it off here, because I'm probably going to fall asleep fairly shortly after that. Who knows? So I'll see you guys tomorrow for, I don't know, something completely obnoxious just like this. Because I'm sure this is what everybody wanted as a way to end October, right? Right. Oh, goody gumdrops. There was something that I completely and totally forgot to talk about today that I was vlogging for a long time before trying to remember. And I was like, there's something slipping my mind. What in the world is slipping my mind? I can't remember for the life of me. But it actually turns out that was a very, very important thing. Because now that it is nearly 11 o'clock at night, coming up here in about an hour, all of the SEPTA city driver contracts expire. So that includes all of the city buses, which is a different than the suburban bus, the subway, all of the city trolleys, not the 101 or 102. I think that's it. But all of the services, if they don't reach a contract within an hour and 5 minutes, they go down. That contract expires. Now, you might notice that the regional rail was not actually on that list. But that doesn't mean I get off the hook. None at all. Because it's a very, very bad situation for everybody. Because now everybody's basically forced to try to take the regional rails, which drives up the already nearly at capacity traffic and shoves it through the roof. Which is going to make things very, very difficult to do starting to go around if they actually go ahead and strike, which will be it will put us all in a very, very bad place. So, stay tuned for tomorrow where I might have transportation trouble getting downtown. Who actually knows? We'll see in a few hours whether the strike actually happens or not, but for the moment I am exhausted. I'm going to bed. And we'll worry about this then.